Hello, this is Manesh Patel with IMTF Trade. Today is February 7th, 2019. Today I want to talk to you about post earnings. As you guys have probably seen a lot of videos, I'm talking about pre-earnings and stuff like that, using seasonality along with our IMTF with multiple time frame support and so forth. Today I want to show you about post earnings. Here is an opportunity here, CINF. CINF had earnings. Very much it opened this morning with earnings data, and it actually gapped, and we're going to look at this. So if you look at this opportunity here, this had the requirement here of 10% or higher, SIV value of 10% or higher, which basically means it's going to be trending. It also had the over here requirement of where I'm looking for a 5% movement or more, and I got that there. Now this is 69% probability of bullish, so I'm looking for a pattern in here. Notice one thing: you've never had a bearish year 2 years in a row at all. So it was high probability for 2019 that basically this was going to be bullish. Of course, you have to confirm with our technical analysis, and that's exactly what we did. So we're going to go to our charts now. Here's our charts now. This is post-analysis because we really didn't get a chance to get into this before earnings at all. If you got into this before earnings, then probably what you would have done is get in right at when you had this multiple time frame cross here last week right there. However, we didn't get in at all. We looked at this a little too late. So we pretty much were doing analysis this week for earnings that were coming out, and we saw that basically it was too late to get in here. However, we put an alert right back here because it did have a high probability where it could sit there, pull back to this level, and then go up. And so we put an alert there, and this morning we pretty much got triggered into that alert. Okay, and if you look at the 4 hour here, this morning basically it gapped, it opened here and then kind of came all the way down here. We got alert, and at that point we basically look at an option trade right away. The good thing is volatility had come out of this completely, because when earnings comes out, volatility goes down drastically. And if you look at this here also, it was going down, so the call sides were cheap. So at that point you had an option to either buy the stock there, or you sit there and buy with options. You could buy a single call about 2 or 3 months out, at least 3 or 4 strikes out, and you could get it really cheap. Okay, our stop was going to be here, which would pretty much get below all this mess right there, and you could sit there and at least target this preserve mode here. So this is where our preserve mode is going to be, where we take 50 to 75% of our positions off. And you could see from here to there, with the risk factor we have, this is over a 500% reward risk ratio there. And you could see here at one point this would come all the way up here, which we're pretty much telling you that we had a 10-to-1 reward risk ratio on just buying a stock. With options, that was a lot more, and you'll actually come out to be a lot more. Reason why is right now we made the money on the price, but if we sit there and wait another 2 weeks, we're going to make money on the volatility where it'll come back up. And so this is one of the reasons why we have not exited all the positions at all. On the rest of the positions we have, we're looking for an IV push, and where we can make money on volatility along with price, because as long as this thing holds this level here and keeps on closing above that pivot high right there, this thing still has the potential to keep on going higher and higher and higher, because all the higher time frames are bullish. This is how you safely trade and navigate the market. You got to be prepared in order before something happens. So a lot of the post-analysis trades that you do for earnings, you got to sit there and have alerts ready to go. So whenever earnings announcement does happen, and it does sit there and decides it wants to go down, you have alert that triggers at the major multiple time frame supports as we have outlined here, and you got to be ready to buy as soon as that gets triggered. And this is what you could get. So you could see here within an hour we were able to get over a 500% return on a reward risk ratio, and that's exactly what you need on post analysis. When the earnings announcement comes, you got a movement down, then you got to bounce, boom, and it starts to move up, and that's exactly what you need. If you guys have any questions, you can email us at info@eiicapital.com. Thanks. Bye-bye.